Hi friends, happy Friday. I hope you guys have had a great week and I hope you have a super awesome weekend. So yesterday we read chapter 1 of Junie B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus. And just to recap what happened yesterday, Junie B. Jones is 6 years old and now she is starting kindergarten. And she went and met her new teacher named Mrs. And now she finds out that she has to ride the school bus. And I don't think she was super happy about that because she said she didn't want to ride that stupid smelly bus. So we're going to have to keep reading today and see what happens with Junie B. Jones today. Chapter 2, Feeling Squeezy. I stayed scared about the bus for a whole week, and last night when my mother tucked me into bed, I still felt sickish about it. Guess what, I said. I don't think I want to ride that school bus to kindergarten tomorrow. Then my mother rumpled my hair. Oh, sure you do, she said. Oh, sure I don't, I said back. Then Mother kissed me and said, it'll be fun. You'll see. Just don't worry. I did, though. I worried very much. And I didn't sleep so good either. And this morning, I felt very droopy. And when I got up, my stomach was squeezy. And I couldn't eat my cereal. And so I watched TV until Mother said it was time to get ready to go. Then I put on my skirt that looks like velvet and my new fuzzy pink sweater, and I ate half a tuna sandwich for lunch. After that, Mother and I walked to the corner to wait for the bus. And guess what? There was another mother and little girl there too. The little girl had curly black hair, which is my favorite kind of head. I didn't say hello to her though, 'cause she was from a different street, that's why. Then finally this big yellow bus came around the corner, and the brakes screeched very loud, and I had to cover my ears. Then the door opened, and the bus driver said, "Hi, I'm Mr. Wu. Hop on." Except I didn't hop on, 'cause my legs didn't want to. I don't think I want to ride this bus to kindergarten, I told Mother again. Then she gave me a little push. Go on, Junie B, she said. Mr. Wu is waiting for you. Be a big girl and get on. I looked up at the windows. The little girl with the curly black hair was already in the bus. She looked very big sitting up there, and kind of happy. Look how big that little girl is acting, Junie B, said Mother. Why don't you sit right next to her? It'll be fun, I promise. And so I got on the bus, and guess what? It wasn't fun. We're going to go ahead and also read Chapter 3. Chapter 3, Stupid Smelly Bus. The bus wasn't like my daddy's car at all. It was very big inside, and the seats didn't have any cloth on them. The little girl was sitting near the front, and so I tapped on her. Guess what, I said. My mother said for me to sit here. No, she said. I'm saving this seat for my best friend, Mary Ruth Marble. Then she put her little white purse in the place that I was going to sit. And so I made a face at her. Hurry up and find a seat, young lady, Mr. Wu said. And so I quick sat down across from the curly mean girl, and Mr. Wu shut the door. It wasn't a regular kind of door, though. It folded in half, and when it closed, it made a wishy sound. I don't like that kind of door. If it closes on you by accident, it'll cut you in half and make squishy sounds. The bus made a big roar. Then a big puff of black, smelly smoke came out the back of it. I think it's called bus breath. Mr. Wu drove for a while. Then the brakes made that loud, screechy noise again. I covered my ears so it wouldn't get inside my head, 'cause if loud, screechy noises get inside your head, you have to take an aspirin. I saw that on a TV commercial. Then the bus door opened again, and a dad and a boy with a grouchy face got on. The dad smiled. Then he plopped the grouchy boy right next to me. This is Jim, he said. I'm afraid Jim isn't too happy this afternoon. The dad kissed the boy goodbye, but the boy wiped it off his cheek. Jim had on a backpack. It was blue. I love backpacks. I wish I had one of my very own. One time I found a red one in a trash can, but it had a little bit of gushy on it, and Mother said no. Jim's backpack had lots of zippers. I touched each one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted. Then I unzipped one. Hey, don't, yelled Jim. He zipped it right back up again. Then he moved to the seat in front of me. I hate that Jim. After that, the bus kept stopping and starting, and lots of kids kept getting on. Loud kids. and some of them were the kind who looked like meanies. Then the bus began getting very noisy and hot inside, and the sun kept shining down on me and my fuzzy hot sweater. And here's another hot thing. I couldn't roll down my window because it didn't have a handle, and so I just kept on getting hotter and hotter. And it smelled in the bus too. The bus smelled like an egg salad sandwich. I want to get off of here, I said right loud, but nobody heard me. I hate this stupid smelly bus. Then my eyes got a little bit wet. I wasn't crying though, 'cause I'm not a baby, that's why. After that, my nose started running. Only the bus didn't have a glove compartment, which is where you keep the travel tissues, of course. And so I had to wipe my nose on my fuzzy pink sweater sleeve. Then I stayed on the bus for about an hour or 3, until finally I saw a flagpole and a playground. That meant we were at kindergarten. Then Mr. Wu drove the bus into the parking lot and stopped. I jumped up very fast, 'cause all I wanted to do was get off that stupid smelly thing. Only guess what? That Jim pushed right in front of me, and the curly mean girl did too. And then people started squishing me real tight. So I pushed them away, and they pushed back. That's when I fell down, and a big foot stepped on my skirt that looks like velvet. "Stop it," I yelled. Then Mr. Wu hollered, "Hey, hey, hey," and he picked me up, and he helped me off the bus. Mrs. was waiting there for me, just like Mother said. "Hi, I'm glad to see you," she called. Then I ran over to her, and I showed her the big footprint on my skirt that looks like velvet. Yeah, only look what happened. I got stepped on, so now I'm soiled. Mrs. brushed it off. "Don't worry, Junie," she said. "It'll all come off." And after that, I folded my arms and made a frown. 'Cause guess what? She forgot to say my B again. So tomorrow we will be reading chapter 4. Me and Lucille and some other kids. I hope you guys have a super great weekend. Do lots of fun things. Try to get outside. Read lots of books. Can't wait to see you guys.